Okay, so I'm set up here with yet another sort of format. Let's see how we work out. So I think I've got it just about down pat in terms of getting a nice flow to my stream here on the level of how much memory I'm using per second for my video and audio. But I did want to get into, I've just been doing and this little doohickey here, which won't mean much to you, but this is a my VMCR with a little memory card in it. You can probably see the memory card on this low resolution that I have. But anyways, the indications are to me at this point in the streaming game that this is the first real honest step that we have away from traditional television media that dominates our moving pictures and how we enjoy video. So there's a complex that comes with encoding. I'll get into that just briefly here. This is like a minor point, so you can kind of tune out a little bit here if you want. But basically, it has to do with the ability to take a video that you create, and through the process of that creation, be able to kind of play with the video to improve on it or alter it in some way or have fun with the video that you've created. And there's reasons why you'd want to do that, and of course this goes into that whole area of development, but I'd prefer to sidestep that here. Being able to take these videos that I'm and transcoding them and the difficulties that are arising with that, and yet the simplicity with which it should work, because the quality here, I mean, this is probably the lowest quality I've ever worked with in my life in terms of actual motion video. I have worked with low quality motion, but that's more in the area of animation and experimenting with these, you know, squares that you're seeing on the screen now instead of a nice flow of detailed bits. Video, of course, adds in this thing here, the microphone. And so in any other circumstance here, the video that I can create over the years is something that ultimately can be transferred to computer. Now this is very important because my struggle has been trying to get it off the computer. That's why I have this. This is my tool for doing that. Now though, this streaming is something quintessentially computer. I think the first time that we get away from television and its computers. This is the point. It's a historic point, I think. So with that, here's some useful wisdom, I think. By far, without question, what's referred to as low quality, and the telephone's ringing here, but I'm just gonna ignore it. What's referred to as low quality is far superior in terms of streaming communications, far more than HD. Again, HD is something that's very highly effective with what I've been talking about, being able to transfer to television, being able to transfer between television and computer, and this sort of thing. So it's very much computers, the internet, networking, video. It all comes together with streaming in a way that is wholly independent of any other form that video can take, which is atypically tied down to television. Now, I guess I'll make one more technical point I have here is a rule of thumb that came out for me when I was doing animation in, well, about 8 to 10 years ago. And that is this whole subject of frame rates. We're talking low quality here. So we have a variable that we can have. We can have several frames per second, or, you know, perhaps a few dozen frames per second. This is very key, very key. Now, I'm not going to get into the whys and have-nots of all of this, but the rule of thumb is that you can very, very much get by if everything's working properly, okay, like your playback device on your computer's working, or if you're playing it on a portable. If you're going 7 to 15 frames per second, you're going to be able to do motion art effectively. Anything below 7, and it's getting pretty darn close to being a slideshow. Anything above 15, and you get into all of these problems that arise with high quality. Okay, I think this is going to be something that I'm going to be spending a lot of time with on my own. I don't know if I'll contribute something for you here. If my own history is any judgment here, I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time here with you on Ustream with the videos that I create on this subject. And so, the two big areas here have nothing to do with frame rates or any of the rest of it, and everything to do with people and people. So the first people here are the people in, if you will. And this is the taking of video that you've created through streaming and being able to get that out there and promote it. This, of course, is, I think, probably going to be the hottest topic of the year, because video streaming is going to be very central this year. People are going to instantly discover, hey, so I can stream, but how the hell do I get people watching me? So that brings up my second point here, is people in, people out. Getting people to watch your live stream. Purely from instinct here, so you can take this with the grain of salt that it's intended. But I think it's the wrong question. It's one of those wrong category questions. And I don't mean to say that because I don't have viewers. I'm coming out of Blip TV, where I've been very satisfied with my daily viewership. I like things around 20 or 30 viewers. Anything above that, I get suspicious. Anything below that, I feel I've maybe got to try to promote or work myself a little. So I was very happy to get that over the 2 or 3 months that I worked on Blip. But I can tell you here on Ustream, just doing video streaming, it's a total distraction. I mean, if someone wants to watch me put together a video, whatever. If this becomes like popular somehow, I'd be wondering, well, you know, why? Who, you know, what's the big deal with me and putting together a video? And of course, it does speak to that matter of, are we really just feeding our ego here and trying to make streaming act like television? Again, the history being made here is that we're finally breaking from television. So let's stop pretending like we are television.